Yes, we're going to Idaho to drop off our car. You're too close. Go further away. So
What's
yeah,
the
we were an
occasion, Rosita?
huh?
What's the occasion?
Yeah, so we're driving to Idaho to drop off our art car, the Owl, for the interior design. And let me show you some mountains behind me.
Oh, wow, it's gorgeous.
I'm at the skate park.
Lovely.
Yes. Yeah, thanks for coming. How was your call yesterday?
It was good. It's about showing up, showing up, showing up, right?
Hey. Yeah, I wasn't sure which call was that because you mentioned you're gonna have on Tuesday and on Thursday. So I just stopped by to say hello before I left.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking to do Thursday like community calls and Tuesday little 15-minute guided meditations. Like no
Oh,
talking. Yeah.
hi, Mark. Yeah, that's really nice. But 2 calls a week, wouldn't that be too much?
Well, I'm thinking to stick to 15 minutes just guided meditation. So no interaction other than the meditation. So it doesn't become too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I find out consistency is the key in these calls, especially if they're the same day in every single week.
Yeah, I'm not going to start it this Tuesday though because it's a Jewish holiday, Purim. So I'll take off, but I'll start it the following week. I want to test it. Everything is prototyping, and I think it was a very good call on Thursday. I think it was valuable.
Nice.
So yeah, and it was so nice to see you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I wanted to stop by and come support.
I love you.
I
Thank
love
you.
you too. Guys just came in. I wanted to show you the mountains behind. Look at the snow. There's snow.
Nice. I see that.
Isn't that?
You see some snow, huh?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that's my backyard.
That's amazing. Where are you, Ro? How far?
I am in. So the city is called Lone Pine. It's still California.
Yeah, we've only driven a couple hours so far
Yeah,
on an 18-hour
Oh,
drive.
yeah.
nice.
We have like 17 more hours.
Yeah, like 16.
You
It's
sound like
so
me now. I got truck driver blood in me, so I'm like,
Hey,
17. That's just a
uh,
hop, skip, and a jump.
Oh wow.
yeah, I'm planning to get to a Shell gas station about an hour and a half away from you for your call, Christine.
Oh, okay.
We're having a like sort of like, is it like an interview or
Um, I was gonna do like a demonstration of a session, like how
demonstration of
to,
a set?
yeah, like how to slow down, turn attention inward, and then notice what's coming up, and then dialogue, and then unblend. So it's kind of like the first half of the process.
Cool. I'm
And
looking forward to it.
let it be whatever it's gonna be. It be whatever it be, however it works
Yeah.
out. I
It'll
hear
be
an
good no
echo.
matter no matter how
Justine,
it
could
goes.
you
It'll be good.
yourself, please?
I think
Me?
yeah, I think everybody needs
Just
to mute unless they're speaking.
yeah, it was Justin because he's too close to me, even though like that.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. See how it stopped when he muted? He's on the other side of the skate park over there. I don't know if you see him. Hi.
Oh, I can't see. The window is too small for me to see it.
Ah, yeah. I'm on my phone.
Where are you driving to?
We're going to Idaho to drop off our car, the Owl, for the interior.
Nice drive.
Yeah, it's long. One time, I did 12 hours straight from Florida to Tennessee. That was so hard. But then, I've done the whole Florida, California several times. One time with my limo, one time with SUV, and then one time with a car. And if you stop often, it's fine. But this one is kind of in a hurry because Justin needs to be back to California on Monday for some job thing.
Yeah, I've done
Yeah.
the East Coast to California at least 5 or 6 times. Moved both my boys out there, and it's definitely a. I've done it from the northern route, the southern route, and the middle route. So I've done it all different routes.
Yeah. Same here.
Definitely. Still haven't done Route 66 though. Still got to do Chicago to California. Still got to do that journey.
Yeah, it's funny how this Route 66, when you're on it, it has all these like little moms and pops shops with souvenirs and legends, like urban legends things.
Yes.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
driven it from. Done 66 from Oklahoma to California, but not from Chicago yet. I got to do the rest of it.
Yeah. So one time I was driving from Florida to California, and I was with my limo, and it has dark windows, and it has a New York State license plate. Because I bought it in New York and I drove it to Florida. And then I was doing the cross country from Florida to California. And I had all my animals in it, like rabbits, chinchilla, birds, a bunch of dogs, cats, and a pit bull that wasn't mine. And I get pulled over by this cop, and I'm in Arizona, in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing, like just the road. And the cop pulls me over. I'm like, why the fuck did you pull me over? And he said, well, you're on a route that is for drug smugglers, and you're driving a limo with dark windows, so of course I'm going to pull you over with a New York license plate.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, really? That's fucking bullshit. I really have to pee. And he said, well, you're out of luck because there's nothing around within the next 10 miles. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to pee right here. And he's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, oh, yeah, watch me. So I had coverage, and I turned Facebook Live. Back in the day, Facebook Live was doing still social media. And I turned on Facebook Live just because, that mofo might pull some shit on me because I was just alone, you know. And I turned Facebook Live, and I went and peed. He turned around. I peed right there on the road.
I
Well,
love it. I
you
love it.
gotta go. You're in nature. What are you gonna do?
Exactly.
That was brilliant.
Nature
Yeah.
calls in nature.
And then he asked to search the car. Do you mind if I search the car? And I said, I don't mind, but I think the pit bull in there would mind, because like the pit bull was really mean to absolutely everyone but me. So that was a trip. Nothing happened. He let me go. I mean, like, I didn't do anything except peeing right there. But what is he gonna do?
That's so funny, Rosita.
So, Justin, you ready for any kind of those experiences on this trip yet?
Random peeing experiences.
Any other wild animal experiences?
Again.
Oh no, roast the wild one. I don't have any crazy long distance journey
Ah,
experiences like that. I
sure.
don't think.
You know what?
Huh?
Okay, so I'll tell you what happened at Love Burn. So we're going to this
Oh,
Love Burning Man. It's a festival on the East Coast in Florida. It's in Miami every single February. Around Valentine's Day. That's why it's called Love Burn. Like art cars, music, artists, a lot. Like 15. Anyway, so we were at this festival last year. I brought Justin with me, and he came after coffee school. I was already in Florida because I had different shows that I played there. So anyway, that guy's coming up, and he's all shy and stuff. Next thing you know, I have him up there on stage dancing in leopard tongues with a spirit hood on, and I'm like, "What the fuck, did I do, guy?" So Yeah, that's
Go,
what.
Justin.
Yeah,
I
she
knew we'd
brought
get
me
some
out of
good
He
my
stories.
shell,
says, I'm
so we're all
shy.
party animals.
I've got video. I've got videos to prove that. But yeah,
Yeah, to
anyway,
prove
talking
it.
about being shy, and he's just not exposed to stuff. He's going for it. It's not like I forced him and I said, "Okay, well, I'll kill you if you don't put your tongs on." No, 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 no. They're right there. He put them on himself.
But that's the power of who we hang out with, right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just
Ah,
matching Rose energy and weirdness.
Yeah.
yeah.
Got to.
It brings out
A little bit
different
of
sides of us.
little
Yeah.
Why,
bit of an influencer.
why the fuck no? If it brings you joy, like get out of your
Yeah.
shell.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Because why not?
Good
Yeah.
times.
totally.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Do you know I
Well,
didn't know till a day before your birthday that Justin was your partner? I saw Justin in the community so many times. We like chatted in the posts. That's very cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
we
How long are you together?
we started working on vibing together first. He came up to me at one of the shows that we played together. We were both DJs, and he was like, "Hey, can I be at your radio show?" And I just couldn't say no. Even though he was not fitting the style of the show. The show at the time was techno only, and he was actually the reason where I decided to expand it to other genres and not be like a snob. So yeah, I had him on the show. But before that, we met 2 years before that at another show where we were both DJs, and we were both booked for the show. And he had a stage on a different side of the event, and he came up to me, and he was this like happy-go-lucky guy, super smiley, and he's like, "Hey, you want to see my stage?" And I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy? He's so."
Go, Justin.
That
I
is
was just
the,
super excited.
I'm
I
not
felt like
hearing
I had this
shy guy.
instant connection. With
Yeah.
I'm I'm not seeing a shy guy here.
No, no,
I don't know what you're talking about.
he was just like way too happy go lucky, and I'm like, why is he so happy? Like, I mean, we're all happy, but he's like extremely like from
But
year to
he's
year.
like happy.
Yeah. And then I did ask him later, I'm like, why are you so happy when every time? I mean, it's like it's way too happy. There's happy people, but he was like extra.
These
And
shiny happy people.
yeah, and you know what? He
Justin,
I,
I get it. I get it. People tell me, like I'll tell people when I was in I had to teach people how to is a business networking group, right? So I had to teach people how to introduce yourself and this and that. And I was like saying, listen, I get it. People don't believe it about me, but I grew up shy. I was shy and I had to learn how to interact with people and have fun with people and not be so shy. So I totally get it. Like inside of me is still that shy little girl, but I just have enough experience and skills to just not give a shit what people think or even what I think and just go with the love flow and have a blast. So I totally get it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah,
We
go with
all
the love flow. But yeah, I'm kind of a shy guy, but I'm
I'm
one that
not
didn't give up so easily. You know.
I'm not seeing that. Don't know what's going
Charlie.
on there.
I think we all have like a shy part. I don't know if all of us, but then we
I
have
think
the
I'm
so.
little
actually shy. Hmm.
then we have the inner child who just wants to play.
mm-hmm.
Like when we're in that zone, we don't give a damn about what others
Right.
think. Like children don't
Yep.
care what others think.
That's so well said. So true. Yeah, I was definitely introverted for probably 2/3 of my life.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so definitely.
Yeah, I was really shy. I was super shy and like close-minded in terms of like sheltered. Wasn't allowed to see friends and do really anything growing up with
Mm.
friends that has to do with other people. So I don't get like exposed and poisoned by their thinking. It was crazy, but that's why I was running away from home to raves in Germany. and I was going out of my window on the second floor that I built like a rope out the sheets, bed sheets, and I go out for the
Wow.
rest. I have no
Wow.
idea how they're
Wow.
these places. Sometimes I would be at the rave on top of a barrel that they have alcohol in it, and dancing my ass off, and then getting tapped, and I look down and it's my mother. Oh my god! And
Whoops.
I
she
can
drags
picture you.
she drags me in front of everyone for the hair, and it's so embarrassing. And I'm like, how the fuck did you find me? But the thing is that she's so cute that you can't even talk to her. She's just like beating me and screaming and things like that. But that's how I started going to race, by running away because I was just too sheltered and I was feeling very
Right.
free and dancing. That's who it
Mm,
shaped who I am today.
good for you.
Yeah. Well, you
But
were early. I definitely had to wait till I wasn't living in my mom's house. I knew that I could not handle like stressing her out or being stressed out by her. So I just sort of bode my time until I was out and at college.
wow.
Most of your
Wow.
So now share the rest of the story. What happened at college?
You know, honestly, I didn't get too wild. I was really focused on learning. I just was so hungry for knowledge. I was so hungry to figure out what's my place in life. Like, what am I most interested in? Because I was interested in, like, it felt like almost everything. And I didn't know how you narrow that down. So I was really into like every opportunity for an interesting talk, or and if I wasn't doing that, honestly, I was just going for a walk in the woods by myself, just for some peace and quiet, and just to tune into that inner rhythm of life again, as opposed to all this, all the crap that goes on at college. But people totally thought I was insanely wild. I was friends with three guys, and I like ate every meal together. We were like a pod. And so after, I don't know, maybe 6 months of that, and we were just friends, whatever, but it was fun. And after 6 months of that, I got approached in the library by a guy I had a crush on, which was, I mean, he was insanely gorgeous, and another gal that I knew from a class. And they came over to me all shy, and I'm like, first of all, what a weird combination. I've never seen these two together, and neither of them have any reason to talk to me. And they come over and they go, listen, Sharon, we've been talking about it, and we're really wondering if you would be interested in doing a threesome with us,
Oh my
What?
God.
like in the library at school.
Out
And
of
I was like,
nowhere. They
I'm
didn't
like,
even
this is
invite you dinner
awesome.
first.
Like, who has
They
this
didn't even
happen to
get a
them? You
cocktail
know,
first.
like I'm like, okay, so I don't want to offend them or anything, they're good people, but I was just like, I said there's something about that offer that's super attractive, but I know myself and my stress level cannot handle that. I was just like, thank you, but not for me, not right now.
That is just odd. That is
I'm
very,
like
very odd.
in the library, but
Out of the
seriously, people
blue.
would come up and offer me the weirdest things. I'm like, okay, well, I look really open minded, don't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. And I mean, I am open, I'm way more open minded now, but like I always was open minded, but it didn't mean I was going to do everything. What the hell?
It doesn't say it on your forehead, no threesomes. People need to ask.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. I'm not tattooing it.
Yeah, it reminds me of I do similar answer for at my shows when people give me drugs or alcohol or whatever, and
Right.
I'm saying like not right now, thank you very much. Because if you just say I don't drink or I don't do drugs,
Right,
that's
right.
weirdo. But if you say not right now, oh, it's totally different story.
Exactly. And people take it like if I don't want to do something, someone invites me to like threesome, but I mean, that was a one off, right? But like any kind of drug or other experience, if I say no outright or I can't do that or I won't do that, what I've seen is they take it as I'm judging them and telling them they're wrong and they're bad people. And that's totally not it. So, especially moving from the East Coast to Minneapolis, right, to Minnesota, it's such a culture shock. East Coast is just you
Blunt.
say it, you say it how it is. When I brought my kids out there, it must have been a couple of years ago, maybe even a little longer. It's probably a little longer. I brought them out there. We had a family event. It was longer because it was during lockdowns and all that crap. We had just kind of gotten out of that. So we went to the Jersey Shore, and I see a kite. I see a kite shop, and it looks super fun. I'm like, I totally want to stop here, you guys. Let's go. And so we go in and I start talking to the owner, and it's this, like totally relaxed, beard, long hair, just totally relaxed, kind of older hippie guy. And I go, well, how long have you had this? This is the coolest shop. And he tells me basically like his whole story. So it's him and his wife. She's got the craft shop down the street, blah, blah, blah. He's got this one. They raised their boys there. I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. And so we're talking away, and my kids are just watching me, right? And they're like, oh my God, here she goes again, right? But like, you can't have that conversation in Minnesota, like at all. They're not going to tell you about their kids, they're not going to share the delights of parenting. Like, it's a 4-year process to make a friend as a transplant with
Oh,
a full Minnesotan. It'll take 3 to 4 years before they'll invite you to your house. But I really was doing the conversation way longer than I probably would have, just to show the kids how open people react when you're comfortable in your own skin. You don't mind getting to know people quickly. It's
mhm.
okay. So
Yeah,
it was really fun, and they really got it. They like talked about it afterwards.
that's amazing. And I love how you grew your kids with doing all these crafts and stuff that you shared, sharing, and where you were painting them, making them out of clay. I'm assuming.
Yep, yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, crafts to me, like we have like spiritual discourses for the kids, like little books that give a different lesson each month that we go over with them. And I just found that, kids don't want to sit and listen to stuff. But if they were doing something, if they were creating something, now that God stuff, right? Like spirit is flowing through them, and then I would read the parable or whatever it was we were working with, and they would totally express the lesson in their artwork.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
It
That's
it
cool.
was profound, and it happened, just to give them something to do so that I could have them in one area and, go over these stories or whatever I was doing with them. But then it just was, it was like I just landed on gold, right? Because I realized, oh my God, this opened their heart, it opened their imagination. Like they were totally going for it inwardly and outwardly and manifesting their vision. I'm like, what better time to go over spiritual principles?
so amazing. I love that. And how you said that creation is the closest thing to divinity. And
Totally.
that's what I feel about how music and all arts, everything that you create,
I do
it's so,
too.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's why.
people say, go ahead. You go ahead, Rosita.
Well, I was just saying that's why it's so important to get ourselves into our joy first before everything else, because it's like our closest childlike, very natural behavior that we kind of
Yeah.
like after everything, schedules, after jobs, after whatever it needs to be done. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's where we tap in to who we truly are as soul, this divine spark of divine love. Like that's where it happens. That's where it happens. That's the full expression or unification of the inner self and then all the way out to the physical body. It's like total integration.
I agree. Like I've heard this song that Tim shared, and he uses a lot of like natural in his music. He would like make a sample with a recorder, and then chop it up and then manipulate it in the audio software, and
Mm.
then that make a song or use it as a part of a song. And I do this kind of shit also. So like the process is very intriguing, to say the least. You can use any kind of sound, make it into completely different, and it's just creative type of work. And so he shared, and I pinned it earlier. I saw it. It was like, oh my god, so good. So he was using this crawl bird sound, and then blended in with some vocals and other stuff in the track. And I was just sitting and listening to that, and it reminded me, some of our events, we have a segment where we do, because we do dance, and then of course like meditation and yoga, and then we have like ecstatic dance. So for this ecstatic dance, is what it does, it teaches people how to, well, teaches, it's it's not teach, I mean,
It gives the
yes.
experience, right? You have the experience itself.
Yeah, but it's encouraging you to move how you want to move, and not certain way, per se. So that's the difference in an ecstatic dance versus like being in a club or whatever dance.
It's more
And
personal.
that like is so good for that. It's type of very sensual, and yeah, it's incredible. This is kind of like very similar to flow state, but all dancing, it could be flow state if you're not too concerned about what other people were thinking about you.
Is it the 5 rhythm that you're talking about?
Huh?
Is it the 5 rhythm dancing, the ecstatic dancing?
um Static dancing doesn't have names and rules and regulations. It's
Well, yeah, I've been to a retreat where they had that ecstatic dancing, and the 5 rhythm is they change up the music to different, like they start with, I think, slower, and they have like 5 different rhythms of music that they
uh-huh.
move, so you can move your flow state from a certain type of vibe, and then it's very powerful.
Got
Very
it.
powerful. Yeah.
More of a something proprietary, probably for the people that are doing the event. It's a really good idea, to change up, and instead of having an expectation that it's going to go at a certain tempo, and then boom, and it drops down or brings up, you know
There's a
that
place not too far from me that does ecstatic dance, and I've like it's kind of like tuned into me because I'm like, oh, I wonder what that is. So now I want to go do it even more now. That's awesome.
yeah. Yeah, it could be like many different variations of it. We've done it on a beach, we've done it on a meadow, like outside on the grass. We've done it in a dojo building where you can do yoga, and it's like a, I don't know,
Mhm.
or buffet. It's like a big room with good acoustics. And I mean, you can do it anywhere, and the premise is like static. If you know that you're going to a static dancing, this is not something that you would be like sitting in the corner with a beer on. Oh
Right.
no, battery, fuck. I
Oh,
thought
you losing it?
I charged it fully before I started. It's like 20% now.
Uh-oh.
It is what it is. What can you do? So it's like I only can charge the phone while the car is moving.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I definitely have to get, it's funny, I bought a battery, backup battery or like charger for the phone for each kid, but I never did for myself. I'm like, oh my gosh, why did you do that? So, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's on my list now. Just go get it for myself.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that coming on this trip, because I knew I was going to be in the car majority of the time. But
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
At
but
least you're getting
sometimes
Okay,
enough.
so I
I've
think
done
you need
that
one of
too.
these. You
Yep.
need one of these.
Yeah, because when you're traveling, like when you're between towers or whatever, it can take so much
Right.
more energy off the phone trying to find which signal it wants. We have
Mm,
that
Yep.
down at our farm. It's like that. The battery just goes down so fast down there. It's crazy.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
on to one comment on Mark's post, and then the other Mark was commenting, and I was just like trying to add a heart. Oh my god, it took so long because I'm going through these mountains, and
Oh,
the thing
wow.
SOS to one bar to SOS to one bar. No stop. Ah,
Yeah.
fine. So we can do call. Um, we got here, so it's good. Next one would be Christine. Guys, welcome to come in if you would like to notice, not notice, but witness a session with Christine, and I volunteer to be the guinea pig.
Or we call them clients.
I don't think
Okay.
I don't think either one is mutually exclusive.
I agree. Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's going
different.
to be in the Evergreen Foundation's, what, 3 p.m. Eastern?
Yes, 3
Yeah,
p.m. Eastern. And I to join the link, Mark, they have to be a member of the community, right?
Yeah, that's the
Evergreen
way all school
Foundation.
communities work. Yeah. Yeah, in order to get on it.
that's how me and Mark
Okay.
got together.
Yeah,
Oh,
actually.
okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I want you to wear your pink heart sunglasses during the session. That would
Uh,
be fun.
it's too bright out anyway without them, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I appreciate you're doing this. Yeah, she asked in her community who wants to do that. I was like me.
Because Robert was in line, but you answered first, so
Well,
and I
yeah,
bet
and
you he didn't
I
even see it.
yeah I did say that also in the comments. I know Robert was in line, but you know what? I answered first, so
No, I get it. And
hey,
I was like,
at least I wasn't a little bit more, Eastern European to say I always get what I want. But
is that an Eastern European thing?
um, well,
Is that where
I,
I get it from?
I
I have
oh yeah,
Eastern European in me.
um, Robert joined the tribe, introduced himself, and I was like, "Oh snap! Did I just snatch your spot from Christine's place?" And I said, "You know what? If you want to have it, and absolutely not."
I saw that and I thought, oh, I missed some cool offer.
Well, that's funny
It's
because he didn't
awesome.
even post in my group, so I thought he hadn't even seen it yet. So, but you know what? I
Ah.
almost posted a video this morning with like a mess. I'm a mess, just rolled out of bed, recording a video, Friday morning check-in for my group, and hit post. And it said which category only discussion forum. And I was like, where's the other categories? And I looked up in the corner and it was the schoolers group. And I was
Oh
like,
my
oh
god!
my God, that would have been
Oh no.
thank goodness. Thank goodness they only have one category there. And it
Yeah,
caught, so I caught myself. I hadn't had coffee or anything yet. So, yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, I almost just did something right there.
it's so often. I like to the whole thing, and I add the GIF or a video, whatever it is that I'm
Yeah.
sharing, and I hit categories, and then it's like that's not right, and then I look up. Oh shit!
And it does it when I'm on my phone. It's almost like when I'm on my phone, that's always the first um, community that shows instead of my own community.
Uh-huh.
So who
Yeah,
knows?
we can
But
raise our hands if we've all been there. We've all almost
you
posted in
done
the
it,
wrong
Mark?
community. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Guilty as charged, people. Guilty as
Yeah.
charged.
guilty
I
as
think
Exactly.
charged
I think the
also?
category is the lifesaver because each group has
Yes.
a different category.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So it's becoming a thing now. Like you get to see me at my messiest, ugliest Friday mornings, recapping the week.
I love that though, and you had it in a very catchy name, Friday Friday
Friday morning
chicken.
check in. I can't
Yeah,
remember what I called it last time. Friday
that was
morning
so
wake up.
catchy. I remember that it was like a catchphrase where I was like, oh my god, we should keep that.
Yeah, I think it's what I used last time, and I don't remember what it was. I have to go back and look at it. It might have been wake up, Friday
Ah,
morning wake
yeah,
up, something like
Friday
that.
wake up call,
Friday
wake
wake
up
up.
call,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
wake up something.
yeah, yeah.
My
I have
phone
to go back
started
and look.
getting like really muted because it's under 10% now. It's gonna die really soon, so I didn't just like dip. If I disappear, the phone just took a shit.
Yeah, you should go.
Safe drive. Happy trip.
You should go. Yeah, get on the road so you can stop in time to do the next session.
Okay,
Charge,
I will see
charge up
you
the phone
soon.
enough.
Huh?
Charge up the phone enough
Charge
for the
up the
next
phone.
session.
That's right. That's right.
Charge it up for the next session.
I see you.
She can't hear
I'll
us.
see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. I love you.
Too cute.
That's funny.
Yeah, I've totally
Well,
had that on the road.
Yes, been done many road trips. I get it. So easy to let the
yep,
phone die down without realizing it.
right.
So, real quick, Sharon, I've been meaning to ask you the last couple times. You always mentioned from the East Coast, but I never heard where you are from the East. Where did you grow up in the East Coast?
I was born in Jersey and lived there 2 years. Then I grew up in Connecticut
Okay.
and Stamford, Fairfield, so like an hour out of the city.
Yeah.
And my mom was born in Brooklyn. And
Mm,
so she was really connected with New York and Brooklyn, but mostly New York, like New York City. And
yeah.
so I had this cool Connecticut, pretty countrified upbringing, even though we were close to everything. Our neighborhood was not built up like they were, I don't know. It was a dead end road, so it was just the neighbors we saw, right? And then it was all woods behind us and an abandoned farm. Like we had no idea that we were actually in the suburbs. It just didn't look that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then my mom, she brought us into New York City twice a year. Like all
Mm,
5 kids, she like reeled us in and joined up with a mom who had 6 kids. And these
wow.
two crazy, adventurous moms brought this posse of children into the city for shows. She'd bring us to Broadway twice a year.
Wow. That's
And
amazing.
so
11 kids to Broadway. That's an experience in
and it was
itself.
and she they did it during Christmas so we could see all the outrageous window dressing down
Oh yeah.
Fifth Avenue and Rockefeller Center. That so they'd bring us to the Rockettes. We'd go
Mm-hmm.
see that, and then we'd walk the streets. Like it was awesome. But I had this like this education around entertainment, music, dancing, costuming. Like it just educated us in a way that we had no idea was happening
Yeah.
until I was a young adult. I went and saw a show with a friend, and I went to school in Massachusetts. So I was all out there. I mean, I
Okay.
traveled, but I lived all out there. And then I came out here for grad school.
Wear a
But it
mask.
was I was in Amherst and
Okay.
went
Yeah.
to Hampshire College, which is completely interdisciplinary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, it's you create your own major. Like
Yeah.
everybody is in honors. You have to create your own educational path. It's really intense. It's awesome. And then
Yeah.
I switched over
I'm
to the
from.
U.
Yeah, I'm from that area. I grew up in New Hampshire, of course, and
Okay,
then
where?
Manchester, New Hampshire,
Okay.
um, and then went out to moved all across the country with my father and all that, and uh, still we have a summer place up in Heath, Massachusetts, which is
Oh, beautiful.
yeah, it's up there in the hill towns of Western Mass, right on the Vermont border. So that's where I still spend the summers.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I did a lot of bike touring in that area. I just love
Oh
that
yeah, you
area.
mentioned that before. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just
it's
down riding
beautiful.
around Amherst last summer. You know, they
Oh, cool. I haven't
yeah.
been back in decades.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It'd be
it's
fun
much
though. It'd be fun to bring the kids.
yeah, much better than cycling in Florida. Florida, I gotta stay on the bike paths.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of crazy back then, but it wasn't as bad as it is now, you know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Fortunately, I can
Oh.
ride out there on the roads. It's you see a car every hour or so out there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Pam just got back from her travels. So I definitely want to connect you and her together. Did you do
Oh,
that
I'd love it.
recording on your call on Thursday? Did you record that this past
The
Thursday?
the call on Thursday, I'm actually re-recording it today because it didn't record.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, the I have some kind of karma going with doing the lives because last time it was wood chipper right out front, you know, the
Yeah,
biggest one I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, okay,
yeah.
this isn't gonna work. I had to run in 10 minutes, set up at the office. Then this time my whole computer froze.
Hmm.
Oh
The whole
no.
computer went down, and I'm like, okay, I was kind of ready for this, but not completely. So I had to just quick run and set up on the phone, and I did. But somehow I must not have pressed record correctly.
Yeah.
So anyhow, we had a great talk. And it was good. People had really good questions. And so, you know, I'm gonna try and incorporate all the things we answered in that one and this one. But so I'll do it again today and then I'll post that. And then next Thursday in Health Upgrader, we'll do a second part. It's a talk on nutrition, you guys. If you guys are interested, you're more than welcome. And we're going over macro and micronutrients. So macro is food, right? Protein, carbs, fat. And then micronutrients are going to be all our vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. And, you know, it was meant to be an overview, but people's questions from the community were really good and they were really specific. So I think people kind of have an overview, at least mildly, in their brains. So they're really going for some of these deeper topics. So I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this.
That's awesome. That's going to be next Thursday at 4:30 Eastern time?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yep. So, and then today, as soon as I'm done with it this afternoon, I'll just post the one that was, you know, that happened yesterday, but will be redone.
All good. All good. We've all been there with the technology side. Anyone else here had any technology challenges? These first recording calls?
Yeah, it's you know, I so this is kind of how I take it. Like when it's, you know, I'm 2 for 2 for a challenge, right?
Hmm.
So I take it like this is a really important message and there's some resistance to it coming out, but it's
Hmm.
not going to stop me. You
Right.
know, I'll acknowledge it in my mind, like every time it happens, I come up with like a backup to the backup to the backup plan. So I don't
Hmm.
quite have that third full level of backup yet, although I probably do because I can jump down onto the kids' computer. But it's just, you know, I find when it's really important and it's going to change consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
that there's resistance
Yeah.
often to that coming out in the world. It doesn't mean you should stop, it just means you've got to be clear and dedicated.
Exactly. Exactly. And dealing with the technology just obviously compounds it a little bit. I actually have to go back. We recorded a call last Wednesday, and after it's in your announcements, it goes the link to go and get it disappears because you clicked on the on the announcement. So I got to go back and figure out how to find that call now because I know they saved the call for 14 days, but
Right.
so now I go back.
Oh yeah, you can find it. It's still in there. It's just in the ones that were already looked at, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, and it's and I noticed that too because I've had to do that, go back and find something like that. But it
mhm.
is interesting because it doesn't once you press the notification, it doesn't show up in the same order that it was. It seems to show up behind everything else you pressed that day. So it's
Mm,
actually farther back
okay.
than where I thought it should be. So just
Gotcha.
in case you have that too, I'm sure that's just how the system works now. But
Yeah,
it
yeah,
took me a
makes sense.
while. I thought, how could it
Mm.
disappear? How could it disappear? But it just was farther down the list.
Yeah. Well, it's one of
Mm.
the other reasons why if we want to post it, because the way that we can now just click on the link and post it immediately after the call.
Right.
That was a lesson learned. Post it immediately after the call, so you don't have to go back and look for it days later.
There you go. Yeah. That's a good one. I'm listening.
Hey, we're all learning, right? We're all learning, and platform is always going to be changing, anyways. But just it's if anyone's listening that hasn't recorded a call before and starts doing that process, it is actually very cool. Versus recording it on like where we had to do it before off platform, like on Zoom, and then import it in.
Right.
Now you can just instantly go ahead and post it. Especially anyone's
Yeah,
I
my
creating.
question. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my question though is, do you have to be an admin to start the recording or no?
I think you do. If you're
Yeah.
doing if you're going live in a group, then I think you
Mhm.
have to be the owner or the admin. I think I don't know if you can give a moderator that option. I actually don't know that. But
Yeah, I
I
don't know
don't
either.
think that it's
Mm.
open to everybody.
It's a great question. We'll have to find out.
Yeah. And I've got a question related but different, but the when you go live on a call, like how I am on the phone right now, and it's, you know, short
Vertical.
style vertical
Yeah.
portrait,
Yeah.
does it always has to be that way when you're live, right? Okay. I
If
thought
Well,
if you're
so.
doing it if you're doing it from
unless
your
you
phone, right?
rotate,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
unless you rotate your device,
But
then
I did rotate my
it might
device
rotate.
and it looked
You did?
like it only showed up portrait. And it actually, I did it live at the beginning of the talk. Rosita and I were on first. And so I turned it sideways and I turned sideways to everybody.
Mm.
So like I'm
Oh,
now portrait this
Yeah, yeah,
way,
yeah.
you
Because you
know?
started it one way and then turned it after. Yeah, you got to
Oh, so if
start it.
I started it, it could maybe work.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I'm going to try that. Because I wanted
Mm.
to be able to use the whiteboard for some of the lives. And it just really, then I've got to be over here if the whiteboard's going to show,
right.
so it didn't work. Yeah,
Or you
there's,
could just
look,
film
look.
upside down. That'll get at their attention.
Yeah, that'll get their attention. Nice, Levy. Nice.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to
Yeah,
all that. And I haven't tried, do you guys have any recommendations for sharing the computer when you're on a live? I haven't done any of that yet.
I've done it a little bit. You just got to be making sure. The biggest thing is making sure if you have any other windows open, you're sharing the right screen.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I have to practice that. I'm gonna have to practice by myself so I can do that.
Yeah, does anyone else have any other experience filming, doing lives that you want to share or questions?
well, I haven't been live on like school or anything because I don't really have a community to go live on. Um, then again, like I have so many other things taking up that, like,
Right.
I mean, I already manage enough accounts
I know you do. You're
elsewhere.
so amazing how much you do, Dovahan. It's really impressive.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, great
But,
music.
And
but yeah, having to manage so many accounts. Like there's my TikTok, there's my Instagram, there's my YouTube, even my um even my Kumu account that I need to eventually get back to. Um,
I don't even know what that is. I never heard that one.
so Kumu is a Filipino dominant platform for live
Mm.
streaming. Um, I came across it just scrolling through Instagram. They technically introduced themselves to me, subliminally at least. But I'm like, well, I already met a few Filipinos elsewhere on other platforms. I'm already teaching myself Tagalog, so that's good.
Oh,
So
wow.
why don't I? So why
Cool.
don't I give it a shot? And I've been a community ever since.
So just curious, where are you getting most of your traffic? Is it TikTok or which platform?
Um, Mostly TikTok right now because that's mainly where I'm not only the biggest right now, but that's also where I get the most interaction. Like my YouTubes, my Instagrams, I barely get any interaction of any kind. On TikTok, I get the most, so I usually post there first before I post anywhere else.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Uh,
that's what I assume. Now, music. It seems like music is definitely a big thing for TikTok. Is that most of your posts are music? Your creation of music you're doing?
Most, if not the entirety of my content is music. Um,
Gotcha.
Cool.
I mean,
Good
it
stuff.
makes sense though.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Awesome.
And like,
I noticed that like I have a Facebook account that uh for my chiropractic practice that I really haven't used very much for years. I mean, I occasionally post something there, but
hmm
people who want to check me out from school, I'm sure that's where it is because I'm really not listing anything. I haven't been doing public events. I've really just been active on school. But a ton of
right.
people are coming and checking it out. So I thought, well, I don't know. Maybe I should start posting there again, like let it be a little more active. Oh, hold on a second. I'll be right back. The door's swinging open and the cat's free.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh boy. But yeah, I mean, I'm on Facebook too, but I don't really like post there. And the posts that do end up there are mainly cross posted from my Instagram. So,
Right.
um,
Yeah,
and
it seems like
hardly anyone but family and my group friends see it anyways.
yeah, that's all I really use Facebook for these for years now. It's mostly just for the family to see the photos where or so I can see what they're up to. But they're all my kids are all now on Instagram now. I don't think they've been on Facebook for years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. My kids are on Instagram. And I really haven't ever done anything with him Instagram. I'm not planning to. Um, I'm really just focused on school and starting my YouTube channel, which that actually has to come before I do replay the read film for the nutrition. I'm going to send out for thumbnails, which I don't want to make. And then I can
Right.
start posting stuff. I love everybody's confidence. Oh no, you can do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I got enough subspecialties. I don't need that one.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
What do so you're starting your channel today? Is that what you're saying? The YouTube?
It probably won't be today, although the guy that I'm gonna use does have like a 4 hour turnaround, so it could be. But I want to be able to sit with it and look at it and get some feedback from the guy that is coaching me on YouTube, and then also some of the people that I've been working with on that, and just see, is this fit what we're going for me or not? So with any luck, it'll be this sometime this weekend, maybe even tomorrow. We'll see how quickly it all goes. And I don't mind. I mean, on the one hand, I mind because I'm really excited. I want to get it out there and just see like what happens, right? Like who watches, so many people say don't expect anything, like expect zero views. But a lot of the people that I've been working alongside through Speedrun with Ryan Duncan. So they're getting way more views than zero, and it is organic. No one's advertising or doing anything. So I'm pretty hopeful. I mean, I don't mind either way. I'm in it for the long haul, so it doesn't matter. But it's just exciting. It's a new
Yeah,
thing, and it's just a totally new way to both do public outreach, like public
right.
service, but also just let people get to know me. I've been basically tucked away in my own private practice for decades.
Yeah.
So I mean, people
Technically,
in
so have
Minnesota
I.
know me. What, you have too? What did you
Yeah,
say,
like
Dr. Abraham?
ev- I said, technically in a similar way, so have I. Like
Yeah.
lately, I've since I've been in Tulsa, I've been quite the recluse. But
Mm,
I mean, I'll go out every once in a while, or like I'll go out for my usual routine, like church during the week and Sundays and things like that, or like specific events like downtown somewhere. But like the moment I get home, I'm just back to my room, just
yeah.
to myself, to my music, or just
Doing your
whatever's
thing.
available for me. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, that's the nice thing about being able to reach out and then create, the connections and relationships on school by all means. It makes a
But yeah,
difference. And just jumping on this, every Friday at 1 o'clock, just reconnecting with
Yeah.
people, seeing what everyone's doing and what everyone's up to. It definitely helps.
It's
Sharon, are
really
yeah,
you
nice.
Sharon, are you
and
doing
back on the
long
tick.
form?
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
sorry. That's right. Sharon, were you doing long form or short form on
Long
your
form.
yeah.
Long form.
Oh,
So apparently when you start YouTube, um, it's really just trying to get to know, it's trying to peg you. It's trying to give you a niche, right? Like give you a niche and then know who your audience is. And so apparently long form, people who love long form are really different than people who love short form in the majority. So it's like two different audiences. So eventually I'll do short form too, I think, because a lot of the things I teach, like how to drain the lymph out of the brain and just simple things that just are going to take 2 minutes, or less than five, they're perfect for short form, but I'm just going to stick to long form for quite a while so that YouTube can really nail the audience and the prime niche, and then eventually throw those in a little bit and just watch the numbers and see what happens.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
And
yeah. A lot of the other thing with me being on TikTok too, back to that topic, um, is that that's also where um I'm the most collaboratively open. So like some of my videos may have like another person or maybe two other people, and the rest is just a couple of myself or a few of myself because I'm a multi-track artist technically with
Right.
acapella and things. So um, a lot of that I had to get creative, and actually TikTok was the first method I ever used as like a multi-tracking software, if you will.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
yeah, I didn't even
Yeah,
realize you could do that with TikTok. I didn't realize that.
yeah. So
That's so cool.
technically, I just have to like put up a video like of me singing or something and just do it myself a whole bunch of times. Minimum three or four, but sometimes it's done like five or six. But like that's how I made multi tracks, like acapella multi tracks lately and things. And then I migrated to using this other app called Bandapella, an
Oh,
actual
cool.
multi tracking software.
Wow.
Um, it's still in its beta stages, so it's not exactly the most stable, especially
Mm.
when my phone got the Android 11/12 update.
Mm.
And then I migrated to using Smule for it, um, which is my current method as of now. But I still revert back to the TikTok method if I'm singing with other people.
That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Now, Sam, are you just listening in while you work, or you want to give us an update where you're at this week? Nice to see you.
Yeah, I'm always I'm just following a couple projects till they complete. And so I'm just putting all my attention on them until they
Yeah,
complete.
yeah.
Hopefully they complete. I don't know. They're supposed to complete in January and they didn't. They're supposed to complete in February, and they could. I don't know. We'll see.
Cool. What has to happen for them to finish?
I don't know. It's all kinds of crazy stuff.
Okay. Well, may it all
Yeah,
go
it's a lot.
smoothly.
Yeah, yeah. It's one of
Sometimes
those.
it, sometimes taking that little bit of extra time makes it turn out even better than you first imagined or first planned on. So
Uh,
Absolutely.
it's just following a whole bunch of groups and sorting out what's truth and not truth and sticking on it.
Yeah.
But it gets exhausting trying to follow up with all the posts and all the groups.
Mm,
So,
yeah.
you get tired and then you run out of bandwidth to do anything else. So then you just stop doing everything else till you can catch up.
Yeah. I've been more disciplined now because a couple times, I mean, I think it just happened one day this week that I felt like that, but it just is so exhausting. And I was still tired the next day. Like, I just was still, I call it a brownout. It's like you're just like, "Ugh," like moving through sludge. And so I use something called a Pomodoro timer, and it gives it's Pomodoro. So I don't have an app or anything. I just pull it up on the main computer, on the web, and but it gives me an option of 15 or 25 minutes for focused work, and then a 5 or 15-minute break. And so the 15 minutes is if we're doing something that's like highly concentrated, or it's just something that, like, for me it'd be accounting. It's like something I'm not familiar with, I have to do, I don't necessarily like it, but so I'll just do 15 minutes versus the 25. And then you take a 5-minute break, and in that 5-minute break, I'll get away from the screen or paper, and I'll look all the way as far out as I can, like to the horizon if it's possible, or whatever the most distant thing is I can see, just to give my eyes a break. If I can, I'll get out into the sun. And then the other thing I'm doing now to just let this whole neurotransmitter deal replenish is crouching down and like bending my head over. And you can do it sitting. You don't even have to get up because paraplegics in practice do it. But you just squeeze your glutes, you just tighten the glutes and change your head elevation, go down and come up. And when we do this 2 to 3 times, it creates these cascades of signaling in the nervous system, and it replenishes our neurotransmitters, but it actually rejuvenates the body. So the gal who came up with this, I'll have to look up her name because I talk about her fairly often, but her book is called Sitting Kills. And she's a NASA scientist, and she was charged with figure out why the astronauts are aging so quickly in space and stop it. And the gal did. It's like freaking amazing to me that that could be done.
that's amazing.
And she just found out that, like, when you're there in anti-gravity so much, they don't get these signals. I don't know how she figured it out. I really should go back and reread the whole book. So I never finished the whole book. I kind of took a bunch of really key things like this point and just ran with it. But when our head changes elevation and we're moving our body using our glutes, it actually rejuvenates the body, and we age slower and even rejuvenate ourselves. It is a bioage reduction mechanism, and it's so free. If you can squeeze your glute, you can do this one.
Mm.
Who would have thought?
I love the free travel well things, but this one blew my mind. And it totally works. I mean, I've put it to the test big time. I remember there was change in ownership at the office I had before where I am now. And so they had to take out all the carpet to prove there wasn't asbestos. So stupid, but whatever. So all of us had to pack up the entire office so they could take everything out and give us new carpet, even when our carpet was fine. And so I decided I'm going to go through every single sticky note and paper in the whole office, because if anything happens to me, I don't want anybody else to have to go through this and dig through everything. And after I totally didn't pay attention to my own advice, which is keep moving, like at least every 25 minutes or an hour, just get up, move around. So I was just hammering it. And I got to the point where I'd pick something up and I'd look at it and put it somewhere. And I didn't even know what I was doing anymore. I was just like not even present. I wasn't focused at all. So I called my husband. I'm like, hey, I'm coming home for dinner. I'm toast. I can't keep doing this. And he's like, okay. So then I go to get wrapped up and I'm washing cups and whatever. And I'm like, wait a minute, you didn't even do all the stuff you teach all day. Like, this is stupid. You just do what you know. So I went down and I decided I'm totally like I was as dead and focused as I had ever been. So instead of just crouching down and coming up, I did 3 frog hops, like all the way down, up as high as I could go in a row. And then I just went, finished washing the dishes, like getting ready to go. And I just decided I'll just do this cleanup deal for like 15 minutes and see if I come back online. Well, in about 12 minutes, I called my husband and said, I'm not coming home for dinner. I'm going to keep going. I'm totally back. So I was more awake after doing that than I had been in the morning. It was awesome. So I'm such a fan. But that might be helpful because that with that kind of work you're doing, that's, we fatigue our neurotransmitters. They have to replenish.
That's a great tip. I see every time I talk with you, I always get something new out of you. I just found the book, Joan Verrikos, Verrikos, Verrikos.
Verocos.
I just,
Joan
Mm.
Verocos.
I got a direct
Yeah.
link to my local library. I just put it on hold for the library, so I'll be picking up in the
Totally.
next
I
day or
do the
two.
same thing. I get the ebook if I can. Otherwise, I'll
Yeah,
drive down.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that. It could help every one of us that are on school, I think.
It is so potent. I really have a hard time believing how little exposure it's gotten. I mean,
Mm,
how many people do we know that sit for work?
yeah. Well,
Age is past where we can make up for with an exercise program at the end of the night. It's never
yeah,
going to make up for it. But if we
exactly.
just do this even a few times a day, it will. And maybe she says in the book, let me know if you find out, Mark, if she says like how many times. I try and do it every hour. I don't always hit that.
Okay.
But when I do the Pomodoro, I hit it because I usually will hit it twice an hour because I'll go 25 minutes, take my break,
Yeah,
another 25 minutes, take my break. After 2 or 3 sessions of a 25-minute, 5-minute break, I'll do a 15-minute break or a lunch break and
gotcha.
take more time and get outside and actually, get some rhythmic walking in or something else.
That's
But
awesome.
that is the most productive I've ever been when I do it. So it's also funny to me that I don't do it all the time. Like I just space it out.
Human nature, easy to get away from what's good for us sometimes, right?
It is. It's
Yep.
like you've got to have such a sense of humor because it happens way more than I think it would need to happen.
Right. So true.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right,
but
I
yeah, I
gotta
hope.
run. I gotta get
Yeah,
ready for my next
I
call.
got it too. I got to eat and get on to filming and
All right. Good luck.
thumbnailing.
Good luck. Good
Yeah.
seeing everyone.
It's
See you
really
next
good to
Oh,
see
Friday.
everyone.
Take care. Bye bye.
yeah. I'm just noticing we're still recording, actually.
Yeah, I think it'll stop when we log off. I think.
Hmm.
Well,
Does
hopefully
it
it does.
automatically save?
I don't know,
Do you know?
but no one else is
Oh,
on that I think can control it.
gotcha.
So we'll just log off and hopefully it'll go good. Cool. See you guys.
See
See you,
ya.
Levis. Good to see you too.